In space, no one can hear you scream. Alien is directed by Ridley Scott and stars Sigourney Weaver, Ian Holm, Tom Skerritt, Veronica Cartwright, and John Hurt. The film follows a crew of the Nostromo who gets a distress signal from an uncharted planet and they decide to go investigate. They then find a species of unknown origin and one humanoid does get into their vessel, and now they must survive while its unwelcome presence is on the loose. The first Alien is one of my favorite movies. I absolutely adore this film. I think it's brilliant. I think it's wonderfully directed by Ridley Scott. It's got amazing tension. It's suspenseful. It's got great characters. Just an amazing screenplay. I think this movie is just incredible. This movie is so original. It's so inventive. The creature designs, just the atmosphere, the script alone, the screenplay, I think is so well written, and I just love this movie to death. I think this movie is amazing. It spawned off sequels, video games, books, as well as Alien and Predator movies. I know that there aren't canon anymore, but at least we got two of them back in the day, and they were pretty big deals. The atmosphere is so dark in this movie. It feels like a horror film. Every kill is just amazing. Every scene has you captivated, wondering what's gonna happen next. I think that the atmosphere is so well done here. It's just a suspense-filled film with so much tension. I love how this movie opens. It's a little bit quiet at first, but sometimes you need things to be quiet a little bit for the introduction, and I think that this movie really does it well. You just are introduced to these characters and to their mission that they were supposed to go on until they are suddenly awakened up. And now they go and investigate this planet where the distress call comes from. Of course, this homeworld is just it doesn't look really all that inviting, to say the least. What you expect when a tagline says, "In space, no one can hear you scream." I think that the tagline is so perfect for this movie, and it explains exactly what you're about to witness, the horror you're about to see. And I think that it's so well done. I think that Ridley Scott was the perfect guy for this movie, and I tend to prefer his Alien movies. I think that he has a very unique approach to the Alien franchise. I enjoyed the first Alien, I enjoyed Prometheus, and while I think Covenant does have some misgivings, I enjoyed that movie too. Overall, I thought that was an okay movie. Sigourney Weaver plays our main protagonist here, named Ripley, and for the first maybe 30 minutes or so, we don't know that she's our main hero of the film. We believe maybe that it's Tom Skerritt because he's our main star of the movie. He's the top actor of the film, the top name. And so it's mainly when our characters get killed off one by one that we sort of realize that, oh, maybe Ripley is our main hero here. And I think that it's absolutely works because Sigourney Weaver is absolutely amazing in this movie. I think this is my favorite role she's ever done. She's absolutely wonderful, and it's probably one of, if not the greatest action female hero of all time. I think that Ellen Ripley is incredible. She's amazing. She's a badass. And here, I think this movie really shows that. And I love that this role wasn't really written as a female in mind. It was written for a male actor. but they just took the best person for the job, and I think that's how you should really look at these things. Sometimes you can't, of course, sometimes the roles can't be gender swapped, but here I thought it was a great idea that they just went for the best actress that they found, and that was Weaver. And I think that this whole team functions really well. I think that John Hurt, Tom Skerritt were really good too. Everybody, I thought, really worked well together. And it's kind of sad seeing them get picked off one by one. You're sort of feel like you're losing your crew. You're losing the people aboard the ship. And the situation is very dire. I love horror films that take place in tight spaces, and here it's extremely claustrophobic. On this ship, you know that there aren't many places to hide here from this creature, because it won't stop at nothing until it eats every one of them. So we sort of learn what their mission is. And they should get this sort of distress signal from this uncharted planet, and they decide to go visit it. Now, of course, maybe that wasn't the smartest idea, but I think they sort of had to go out on and find out what the hell was down there. And the Nostromo crew, they land on the world. It's like a very rocky landscape. They land on there. And they go investigate the alien spacecraft. I think the alien spacecraft is amazing. The design is fabulous. It looks great. All again to this day, I think it looks fantastic. And I love that when they go inside, it's just an eerie, dark, disgusting feeling. You know that something is gonna go wrong. You know that there's gonna be something on the loose, a parasite, but you just don't know what. And then they find this alien jockey, and I think this alien jockey just looks awesome. I love the design of this thing, and all of the designs of the movie. The space jockey, the chest burster, and the face hugger. They were all designed by the same person, by the painter H.G. Geiger. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I thought that all of the designs here is incredible, especially the alien xenomorph design. I think that's such an iconic looking monster. I mean, look at that. I think it's just a scary looking thing. Kane is like the first one to see these eggs aboard this craft, and now he sees like this there's something moving inside the egg, and this face hugger is gets on his face. And of course now that's not the situation that I would want to be in. He's taken back aboard the ship by the other crew members. I love the scene where Kane is taken back into the ship, and then Ripley just doesn't want them to enter because it would broach protocol. And Ash just does it anyway because that's the way he's function. He just wants to study this thing. And so Kane is brought back inside, and Ash and Captain Dallas, they sort of investigate. They try to take the facehugger off, but there's acid coming out of it. It falls on the floor. It disintegrates. It's just disgusting. And of course, magically, Kane seems to be fine. I love the dinner scene because the dinner scene, you just know that something's gonna go wrong. Like, you can't just be alright when a facehugger goes onto you and sticks on your face for like a long time. You can be okay. So you know that something's gonna go wrong, and of course it does. And what I love here is that all of the reaction of the crew, they were genuine. Like, nobody really knew what was going to happen. They knew that some sort of creature was going to pop out, but they didn't know how, and they didn't know what. And I think that really shows in their reactions, because my god, this thing pops out of Kane's chest, and it's just disgusting. The murders of everyone in this movie are entirely gruesome and just horrifying. the alien sort of ages rapidly, and it disappears through the ventilation shafts, and that's how it moves throughout the ship and picks up all of them one by one. And of course they try to escape, but all of them they die separately. So they discover that Ash here is a robot. Ash is an android, and I know that this was a producer's call. It was not from the writers. I know that O'Bannon, the writer of the writer who wrote the screenplay of the movie, he wasn't too pleased of having Ash in the film. He thought that it didn't really add anything, but I think it does. I think it adds a little twist to the overall film. I think it works on that level, and I'm glad that they kept it in. So yeah, the Groot gets all wiped out. I think that the action here and the kills are gruesome, they're brutal. And of course, Ripley is the only one that we have left. She's the final girl, if you will, of this film near the end, and she manages to escape the Nostromo and uses the shuttle. She also escapes with her cat. Of course, she has to bring the cat along. I mean that's great because you don't really want to be alone after something like this. And the shuttle leaves the Nostromo, and then the ship just bursts out into flames. And now she does her final log entry just before she goes to bed, just cryo sleep, because there's still a few months left before they arrive to Earth. But what she doesn't know, and what we don't know, is that the alien xenomorph is aboard her shuttle. Now I think that's a bit stretched, because how did the xenomorph know that she was gonna go into the shuttle? I don't think that the aliens understand humans. Well, I think that's a bit of stretch, but you have to go with it. They wanted probably just to have 10 minutes more action in the film, and I get it, I understand it. And so Ripley, she quietly goes to her spacesuit. She gets inside, and the alien just about to attack her, but she manages to kick him out of the airlock, and she blows him away with a rocket. So the alien gets killed off finally, and I love how long it takes for them all to just kill one of these bastards. It just shows you how they're dangerous monsters. So yeah, I think this movie is absolutely fabulous. I think it's groundbreaking. It's a science fiction classic. I love it to death. I just love everything about it. And I implore you, if you haven't seen Alien yet, please watch it. I think it's fabulous. It's amazing. I'll probably give this an A. I think it's almost perfect. It's a near perfect film. I just love it. So let me know, does it hold up for you? Do you think that it still works all these 45 years later? And I think it really does. So let me know. Please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.